departure.
Heatsink deployed. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Incoming mission critical message. mission critical message.
Lakon, Alpha, Delta Echo, Federal Flight Control Channel open. Observe docking protocols if you wish to land. Landing permission granted. Assigned to landing pad 4-2.
Scan detected.
Maintain approach. Prep for landing.
Landing gear deployed.
Touchdown. Ship secured. Landing complete. Engines disengaged. Ship restraints retracted. You are clear for egress.
Landing gear retracted.
You are clear to resume own navigation. Have a safe flight, Commander.
Cannot comply. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Incoming mission critical message. Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, mission critical message. Fuel scooping.
Hello. How's it going? I can't hear the microphone.
Let's try unmuting the microphone. Oh, God. For the past 35 minutes, I've been talking with my mic muted. Oh. Oh, Jesus. Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely. If there was ever to be a bloopers reel or an outtake reel, this is definitely going on it. What I was saying, until you pointed that out, is I'm working on upgrading my frameshift drive for my Type 9. I want to engineer it, and I need a bunch of scan data, and I need a bunch of, like, according to my list, chemical processors, chemical distilleries, arsenic, manganese. I've got some of that. A whole bunch of other odds and ends stuff. But thank you, Jordan, for pointing out that my mic was muted. Lovely. Bye. Right now I'm just trying to collect my thoughts and figure out what the game plan is for getting chemical processors and chemical distilleries. I'm not really for sure where to go and get those. My good friend Jordan, do you have any clue where to find that stuff?
I wish I was home so I could play, but I'm in Louisville, Kentucky, staying in a sketchy dorm for a trip I'm on.
Oh, good old trips. I'm gonna say for like high school or college, because I've been to Louisville. They've got some sketchy little housing units.
High school.
Ah, high school. Gotcha. I remember going through Louisville several times on my way to a little tiny town, just a speck on the map, Crab Orchard, Kentucky. Way out in the boonies. It's once you get past all the cities and you hit those old country roads, you pull off the interstate, it's just gorgeous. The rolling hills, nice little 2-lane roads. It's very peaceful out there. But yeah, I've been to Louisville, and it's I've seen some of those buildings. I've seen some of those neighborhoods. Don't worry, Jordan. I will say a prayer for you. Just...
I'm volunteering for Skills USA.
Ah. That's good to hear. Got this big, huge TV that my computer's linked up to. I'm really tempted to turn that thing on, but that computer generates so much heat. It's like a small furnace. got a very nice graphics card in it, but it's pretty junky other than that. It's got good hard drive, it's got good graphics, it needs better RAM, it needs a better processor, and it definitely needs some sort of cooling kit. God, how many asteroid fields do they got? System maps, see what I can find. Really, that's it? Couple moons, couple planets.
I can't stay long. I want to go to bed soon. I've been up since 5:30 a.m. and need to wake up early again.
I see. I see. Well, I thank you for jumping on and checking out the vid and commenting that my mic was muted. That really, really going to start double checking all my equipment before I start streaming. Really cracking down. It was good to hear from you, and I wish you the best of luck on your program you're working on, Skills USA, and be safe in Louisville. That was a move.
Yes, my best computer is a bad laptop, and it can't even load the desktop. I'm saving up all summer to build a new PC.
Oh yeah, everyone needs to, because you can buy pretty decent stock PCs that can run pretty much everything you need, but still, everyone who really wants to get into gaming and really wants to get into work on my PC, you should save up and just build you a PC. Unidentified signal source. Oh, I want planets. That's no move. The space station.
Building is more fun and more customizable.
Oh yeah, because then you can really get into like the nitty gritty of it and truly customize it to what you need, the specs that you require, because sometimes you don't need stuff like a Titan graphics card to play the games you want to play. That's kind of like using a cannon to kill a mosquito. It's a bit overkill. But you can get just what the requirements are for a game that you want to play, or like recommendations for it. I always try to go, like if it says you need like 5 gigs of RAM to play, no, that's 5 gigs of RAM for it to run, but for it to play, you need at least twice, sometimes 3 times that. So my biggest problem is I'm running a dual core processor with 8 gigs of RAM. You can't play much on that. Granted, I've got a graphics card that's pretty beefy. It can handle it. It's an NVIDIA something. I can't remember. I've got so many different ones out now. It's ridiculous. Plus, I love the whole process of taking stuff apart and putting things together.
My planned build has a GTX 10606 GB, not the best but good enough.
They do the job done. Definitely will get the job done. I am not going to knock that build, though. Not going to knock it. It's going to be better than mine, I can guarantee you that. Hell, I'm looking into getting me just a decent little PC that I can use for editing.
One 400.
Ooh. 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 You can't keep that, my friend. God, my wallet's over there on the other side of the room. It's screaming right now. I was talking about earlier about how Donald Trump was talking about he wants to start this space force. I don't know if it's legit or not, but he's like, I want to start my own space army. It's like, okay, do we have the technology for space army? I mean, we're still working on it, trying to figure out how to get people to Mars that won't die on the trip. You want to start an army? Okay. And then one of my intelligent friends brought up this very important fact. I don't think Mr. Trump's factored in. Back during the Apollo missions, we signed a treaty in the UN and all the other countries that were working on space travel. We are not allowed to militarize space. We're not allowed to militarize space. We're not allowed to militarize moons or celestial bodies. None of that. So this whole, I'm going to build an army, we're going to put a military base on the moon. You can't. Because we signed a treaty saying that we cannot do that. We can't put weapons in space. And we can't start a military in the space. No space navy. So unless you go around and you ask these countries that signed this treaty that, hey, can we start a military and annul this treaty? I don't think it's going to go over very well. But on the plus side, all of us who play a lot of Elite Dangerous and stuff like that will have plenty of training ahead of time. One of the guys on the Elite Dangerous page on Facebook was all like, yeah, sign me up. Mr. Trump, what does it pay? Make it worth my time. Come here, I'm gonna scan you. Figure it'd be right behind me. So I've seen pictures and videos of people talking about the new crate and the Challenger, and from what I heard, the Challenger, after they advertised that it was going to be an improved version of Chieftain, it's getting one more medium hard point. And they're like, well, it's going to be more maneuverable than a Chieftain. According to what I've heard, that's not true. It's going to be slightly less maneuverable than a Chieftain, but because it's got that extra hard point, you can deal more damage once you get lined up on target. Whereas the crate is looking to be more like a new version of the Python. It's going to be a medium-sized ship. It's got 3 large hard points and 2 medium hard points. Decent cargo space. It's got a couple nice-sized utility mounts. Or not nice-sized utility mounts. It's got a couple nice-sized mounts for options. Ah! I missed one. Oh, I'm glad people are commenting during my streams. I kind of wish people would comment on, like, my past. If anyone's wondering what I'm doing when I look down, I'm not very professional of this. I have YouTube brought up on my phone and I look down and there's all my chat logs. I don't think that's professional. But it works. God, it's getting warm in here. I may have to get up and walk over there and turn that fan on. So the reason why I keep taking drinks out of my cup. It keeps me cold. Of course, I gotta keep the door shut because my family's in the other room and they can get a little rowdy. Why are you so far away? Let's say after this, then I should be good to make the jump to Innovac, Innovic, whatever. Basically, in the long run, I'm trying to get back home towards Frey.
Did you say your PC gets too got?
Gets too hot. Yeah, it gets hot a lot, but mainly I think that's just because of the poor circulation in the room. Yeah, I got that. It's mainly just because it has really poor circulation. Plus, it doesn't really have a good fan or cooling, whatever you want to call it. Excuse me. It's got a bad fan on the back side of it. The fan over the processor can barely handle its job, and it's not a very well ventilated case. I may post a video later of it. I mean, it's not a bad little PC. It gets the job done. It plays what I want to play, or most of what I want to play.
Frameshift drive charging.
Your PC gets got. Yeah, it gets got all the time. Old AO reference.
4, 3, 2, 1. Incoming mission critical message.
A good cheap cooler is the Hyper 212 Evo. It's 3.0. It's an air cooler.
Yeah, I need something like that. Or hell, just a couple fans that work. This has already been scanned? Yes, already been scanned. I came, I saw, I did a ding.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Well, I don't know if anyone's really noticed, but down on my dash, if you look just above my radar, I've got this little bobblehead. I bought it for the sole purpose so I can look at my girlfriend and say, I did it, I reached my goal, I bought an anaconda. It don't do me no good, and it just sort of shakes all day. But I can also say I have an anaconda, and she doesn't.
Fuel scooping.
Let's see. Oh, those are already been scanned.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one.
I want to get into building gaming computers for people, but I need my own first.
Yeah, that's kind of a requirement. I build gaming PCs for people. Well, do you have a decent one for working
Fuel
on?
scooping.
Maybe. Oh, I can scan this sector, no problem.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
I don't think I'll be able to handle this. This is a big workload I just set down in front of me. A whole 2 stars. Which I got into a kind of a funny story. I'm at work, and I work at a wash, the backside of a meat plant, where they have the refrigerated trailers come in that need to be cleaned and sanitized before they go and get loaded full of product. And I'm sitting at the back gate, and me and one of my coworkers are talking about this game, and I was trying to explain to him how big the map is, and I was like, all right, now look up. Every one of those stars you see in the sky is a star system. Each one of those stars has a planet, has an orbit. Sometimes they have multiple planets, moons, asteroid belts, etc., etc. Each one of those stars is another place you can jump to, and when you get there, there's even more. It keeps going and going and going and going and going and going on and on and on and on and on. It's unimaginably huge. That came through here, he not the brightest. I was all like, well, not all stars have this. Yeah, not all of them, but more than that, there's enough space out there that eventually you're going to find something. So I don't believe there's life out there. And I was like, there's life, surely. I mean, statistically speaking, there's enough stars and enough star systems and planets and stuff that there's life out there. May not be intelligent. Hell, sometimes I question the intelligent life here on this planet. He was a prime example of pushing me back. But I had to explain to him that our sun is a star. To some other place that we're just a dot in the sky. It's like, our sun isn't a star, it's a sun. Why do you hurt me? Why? And of course, my friend who I was having this conversation got up and walked off, and he's going standing in the corner. I'm just staring at him like, please help me. He's an idiot. Please. And so we went back and forth for a good 10-15 minutes, and I finally got him convinced that yes, our sun is a star. Take this little red piece of plastic, it's a seal, it goes on the back of your trailer. Take your trailer, park it in a lot, and then go away. I don't want to see you ever again. That was one of my more enjoyable conversations I've had with drivers. Of course, for a while, I had the same dream as you, Jordan. I wanted to get into PC repair and building and fixing and stuff like that. I just never had the credentials, the credibility to get into PC repair. Well, hell, if I worked hard at it, I could get my dad to show me a few tricks. And he used to run PC repairs locally, and everyone knows that he used to do PC repair. I was talking to somebody who, he would always go to my dad for PC repairs, and I went over there to try to help him out. And he was like, well, the last person I called over was Rick Dennis, and he came over here and took a look at this and this and this and this. That's my dad. Who do you think taught me this? Oh, you're Rick's boy. You look just like him. Thanks. I try to look like me, not him. Well, don't get me wrong. Oh, God, I'm roasting. Why is the fan so far away? My girlfriend gets off work at 10-ish. Depends on when they decide to let her go. And she'll be hopping on here in a bit. She did say she wanted to try mining. So I may be cutting this live stream off so I can go and help her do that. Of course, we may also open up another video, so it'll be 2 in one night. This time with the microphone unmuted. And I'm gonna take her around the asteroid field and show her what I know. Which is not much. My hacker number 451583. Oh god, here's a glutton for punishment coming all the way out here. Grey Walker Zero. Oh, Grey Walker Zero probably jumped into this sector, scanned the star, turned around and went, okay, I'm going to go to that star, and then realized how far away it was, like, I'm done. Somewhere else. Oh, God. I need to shave. I'm looking scruffy as hell. And now time for what everyone does when they're in Super Cruise heading towards a planet. Scroll through the internet.
Sorry to leave, but I'm going to go now. Have fun on ED. Also, I've learned something tonight, that if you want to do something then you put Y.
Put your effort into it, and it will happen. Yep. That's the truth. I will admit it, I'm kind of one of those guys that I start putting forth effort and then decide, well, you know, it's more fun if I just do this. Which kind of affects the outcome. Well, yeah, it was good talking to you. And I wish you the best of luck, my friend. Now, while there's no one here, there's no one who's going to yell at me for it. Excuse me a second, as I rearrange my room to get to that fan, because I'm sorry, I'm roasting. No one likes roasted commander. Yes. Yes, that's better. I don't know if it's coming through on the mic. I really hope not. Oh, that's better. 12 hours later. Oh, that's your helmet protected. We're not gonna take it. No, we ain't gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore. We got this right. Sorry. Twisted Sister. Well, something I would have to say is being stuck in a ship in that suit all day long would drive me insane. I mean, it's not bad, but still, you gotta be a little on the toasty side. I mean, it's a rubber suit. It's gotta have like those, like liquid cooled, liquid heated underlayer, gel layer. Otherwise, you're just going to be putting on a rubber suit and be just boiling in your own fluids. It's as unpleasant as it sounds. I am hurtling. I'm near the speed of light towards this planet. Not even a planet, it's a sun. So, what do? I pull out the phone. 'Cause I ain't got nothing better to do. that's fancy. Wow. Just watched a video of them using the new fancy SpaceX parachute system. Just watched that, how it worked, and it's pretty complex for a parachute. Then again, it is supposed to be a parachute for a crew module. A very, very expensive ship. After all, it's not going to be a very good company that lets people smack into the earth at several hundred meters a second. I'm being stubborn. I refuse to not scan this planet. I could just as easily turn around and jump to a new sector and continue on with my trip back to Frey. But damn it, I am being stubborn. Ah, just realized something. God, I gotta set. It took me 45 minutes, almost an hour, to ship my size 6A frameshift drive from Frey to Horizon, because I figured if I get it there, I can upgrade it there. No. So now, I get back to Frey, I got to ship it back and remount it to my Type 9. Lovely. So I get to enjoy that now. Little tufts of cat fur stuck in my fan. Not that I throw the cat into the fan, but I think the cats are rubbing up against it. Oh, hey, there's a fire extinguisher in here. I just noticed that. Yeah. That'll come in real handy when the ship catches fire. Although, technically, if you were smart about it, any real smart, like, person who studied a little bit of physics or fire or common knowledge of it knows that fire needs two things to function. It needs fuel and it needs oxygen. You're in a suit and a helmet. It's life support. 4 or 5 minutes worth of life support. Just crack open the doors for a few seconds, have it vacuum out the emptiness that is your spare oxygen, have it smolder or smother the fire. Once the fire's out, you close the doors, you kick on your life support, pumps oxygen back into your ship, good as new. Although I like the fact that they... Oh, I'm scanning it! Yes! I like the fact that the developers actually thought of that when they designed their ships in this game, combat in this game. Because if you take a lot of damage, you start getting fires pop up all over your cockpit. Some of your gauges catch fire, your console catches fire, there's fire around you. But if you keep that damage and then someone manages to shoot your canopy out, your ship's fires just go out instantly. The glass breaks, the oxygen gets sucked out, your atmosphere gets purged, but it completely removes the fire, puts it out. You gotta hope that you're within range of a station where you can get to and get your windshield put back on, otherwise you're done. I noticed that was a big problem when I started doing combat, was I did some combat here and there.
Incoming mission critical message.
My Chieftain was my go-to combat ship.
Fuel scooping.
And it could definitely handle combat.
Hi.
Hello. Don't mind me, I'm just fuel scooping. But I used to do a lot of combat in my Chieftain, Oris. And I noticed that was a big common thing. Maybe it was because the whole front half of the ship's basically glass. But I kept having this issue of people would shoot me once or twice, and it would completely destroy my canopy. So, again, I take a little bit of damage. Oh, a few fires popped up. The second my canopy pops, perfectly fine. Fires go out. I just have to make it back to a station.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
It actually gotten to the point where I would, I actually upgraded my ship's life support so I could stay out there longer without my canopy. I mean, granted, I'm still trying to get away from the fight because I'm in the middle of like a hazardous resource extraction zone. So I'm trying to get out of there to get to a space station so that way I can get my canopy fixed.
4, 3, 2, 1. Incoming mission critical message. Fuel scooping.
All I can handle scanning this entire star system. Oh, God. Point away from that. And if you're wondering, yes, I know who that is that said hi. Hello, my dear.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Stop giving me those jobs. I don't want
Shift
them.
drive charging.
You there who makes your name well known for buying and trading and shipping cargo and up and coming miner with a little bit of exploration under his belt. We want you to go massacre these space pirates. Did you not just see what I've been doing the past like month and a half?
Incoming mission critical message.
So what? I owned a chieftain, so now I'm automatically like typecast into the role of a bounty hunter. My girlfriend's watching the stream, so I can't say what I was going to say, but I'll wait till she leaves. Of course, she comes home in like 20 minutes, so she'll find out anyway. It's nothing bad, I promise. Maybe. Possibly. I have been playing a lot of another game that I just recently bought. Just recently came out. Gundam Breaker. I'm a big fan of anime and good Gundams. I've seen practically every Gundam series with the exception of like 3 of them, and those 3 are 3 that me and my group of friends are like, it's not worth watching. But I'm a big Gundam fan. I like giant robots. I like space. I like combat in space. What's more awesome than a whole bunch of people, armies of giant robots going at each other, trying to kill each other? Yes. It's like Star Wars, but with giant robots. Actually, in Zeta, they had a giant death ray laser thing that they used to wipe out an entire Starfleet with, so it kind of is like Star Wars. In perfect time, my girlfriend starts watching the stream just in time to watch me smack into Garrett Station. Just going to convert all power to shields, just in case. Just kidding. I'm kind of wondering if you're playing with somebody, say you're winged up with a person, and you go down to a planet's surface. The person on the planet's surface driving around in an SRV, and they find the deposits. They lock on the deposit, they pop the deposit, the minerals fly everywhere. If someone, say, were to be flying overhead in an actual ship, and they deploy collection limpets, would they work? Would they pick up the resource and bring it back to you, or would they just smack into the ground like a bunch of angry rocket-propelled lawn darts? Then again, I did have the mistake of being on the opposite side of an asteroid, deployed a bunch of collection limpets, just watch them all smack into an asteroid one right after another, trying to get that one bit of nickel on the other side of a rock.
Incoming mission critical message.
I don't care. Go away.
Lakon, Alpha, Delta, Echo, be aware. Weapon fire restrictions are in place in this sector. Permission authorized. Proceed to landing pad 4-3.
Landing gear deployed.
Come on. There. Yep. Yeah. There. There. Come on. Come on. Hint. Damn it. Back. And slam again.
Landing complete. Ship is locked down.
Luckily, my landing gear is very durable. I always wondered, how do you create experimental effects, or is that just for like higher stuff? Jump into the outfitting menu so that way I can request my frameshift drive to be shipped back here for my Type 9, because I'm getting real sick and tired of it being an hour away. Minutes, 20 minutes. Where the hell is all this being shipped from? Wait, are these the weapons off of my Fer-de-Lance? I think they are. Might as well sell them. Oh, hey, my buddy Jared's online. It's a shame he doesn't have this game. Alright, so I am now shipping that here. It'll be here in like 43 minutes. Alright, this station has, this ship has a bounty on it. Well, my girlfriend's getting ready to come home, and we're getting ready to go out and do some mining if that's what she wants to do. So I think I'm going to end the stream here and pick this up some other time. So I thank you all for watching. I thank you all for commenting, all 2 of you. And if there's anything you'd like for me to see or do in the game, just go ahead and drop a comment in the video. I check those daily. Drop a comment for what you want to see me do, other videos you want to see me try, games, stuff like that. Any recommendations, go ahead and put them in the comments. I'll look into that, and I will get back to you guys next week. Thank you. Oh, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. The usual spiel. Just leave a comment in the video below.